close as Tropical Storm Nate gained force and sped toward Mexico and the U.S. Gulf Coast. New Orleans Mayor Mitch Landrieu told residents he has implemented a mandatory curfew from Saturday evening until Sunday morning, but insisted the city is prepared. October 6 up as Hurricane Nate raced toward a Category 2 landfall late Saturday. 4 Gulf Coast states declared emergency measures, including mandatory evacuations, curfews, beach closures and traffic blockades at flood-prone underpasses. The National Hurricane Center forecast that the swiftly moving storm will make landfall as a Category 2 hurricane, packing maximum sustained winds in excess of 95 miles per hour. As of 1 p.m. CDT, the center said Nate was 105 miles south of the mouth of the Mississippi River, moving north-northwest at a 25 miles per hour clip, bearing maximum sustained winds of 90 miles per hour. The center issued a hurricane warning for metropolitan New Orleans and Lake Pontchartrain, and a coastal stretch from Grand Isle, La, to the Alabama-Florida border. A tropical storm warning was in effect east of the Okaloosa-Wilton County line in Florida to Indian Pass, Florida. The forecast warned of a storm surge up to 11 feet in some areas from the mouth of the Mississippi to the Alabama-Florida border. A storm surge warning was in effect from Morgan City, La, to the Okaloosa-Wilton County line in Florida. Also included were the northern and western shores of Lake Pontchartrain. The Interior Department said crews were plucked off 5 drilling rigs in the Gulf of Mexico, and other rigs were moved out of the storm's path. States of emergency were declared in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida as Nate, which has already killed at least 21 people in Central America, became the latest in a succession of destructive storms this hurricane season. More how did Nate pop up so quickly? Expert explains more. Yes, this hurricane season has been much worse than usual. More storm surges, often a hurricane's deadliest, most destructive threat. Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards urged residents to take the warnings seriously, saying the storm has the potential to do a lot of damage. We do want people to be very, very cautious and to not take the storm for granted, Edwards said. The state National Guard has mobilized 1,300 troops and positioned high-water vehicles, boats and even school buses from Baton Rouge to New Orleans to help with rescues. President Trump approved an emergency declaration for a large area of the state and ordered federal assistance for Louisiana as Nate approached the central Gulf of Mexico. In some parts of the state, early voting for next week's statewide elections wrapped up early ahead of the storm. In New Orleans, flood-prone underpasses will be blocked to traffic in anticipation of possible heavy rain. New Orleans Mayor Mitch Landrieu said 109 of the 120 pumps critical for draining the Louisiana city are functioning, a 92% capacity. We are ready for whatever Nate brings our way, Landrieu said. 2 flash floods this summer led to revelations about personnel and equipment problems at the agency that runs that system. In Mississippi, Governor Phil Bryant declared a state of emergency in 6 southernmost counties. State officials warned that Nate's main danger was the possibility of up to 10 feet of storm surge in Louisiana coastal areas, as well as from winds that could damage mobile homes. This is the most dangerous hurricane to hit Mississippi since Katrina, make no mistake, Mississippi Emergency Management Agency Director Lee Smithson said. He warned people to be prepared to be self-sufficient for at least 72 hours. A 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. curfew was ordered for Jackson County, where the brunt of Nate is expected. Casinos and resorts along the coast shut down and special events, like a Beach Boys concert in Biloxi, were canceled. In Florida, Governor Rick Scott said that roughly 100,000 residents in evacuation zones should heed warnings, stick to their emergency plan and stay vigilant for updates from local officials. He said the hurricane could bring not just storm surges and strong winds to the Panhandle, but also tornadoes. Along Alabama's Gulf Coast, some communities imposed mandatory curfews from Saturday evening through Sunday morning. They've also ordered beaches and fishing piers closed and issued voluntary evacuation orders. contributing Justin Vickery and Sam R. Hall. The Clarion Ledger Associated Press reader shared this story to Susa.ly to Kvinks.